Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand spanking new episode of Saved by the Bell, and the final episode of Saved by the Bell, season 1. And no matter how long this video goes, we are finishing this season of Saved by the Bell by series. Let's get into it. We have no time to waste. So we sprint back towards the gymnasium after talking to Mr. Belding in the hallway. Not much time left to find all your friends and make amends. I could do this. Luckily for you, the narrator knows that Lisa is at the far end of the gymnasium. Thanks. You make your way over toward Lisa, who is smashing one of the time beacons with a hammer. Whoa, stop. Why are you doing this? Lisa takes one look at you and keeps smashing. Isn't it obvious? I don't want you to leave. I don't want to leave either. I don't know. I didn't know you felt that way. I have to go back. I don't want to leave either. Being with you and the gang has been the best time of my life. Then grab a hammer and help me smash. You look down at the pile of broken electronic parts. Wait a minute. Those aren't the time beacons. They're not? No, this one was a coffee maker. And that one is a sprinkler. Or is a speaker. And the last one looks like a robot action figure? Well, excuse me. I must have been sick during the science class that covered time travel what's-its. She throws down the hammer in frustration. Look, Ryan, you weren't entirely honest with me, and I haven't been with you either. Lisa hangs her head. I broke Screech's time machine. You what? It's my fault you're here and he's there. What? I saw him working on this machine in class. I thought it was some creepy spy thing. So while he was in the restroom, I hit it with a hammer and broke it. Just a little, but I guess it turned out to be a lot. And now he's stuck in the future. I'm so sorry. I just feel terrible about everything. Apologized to Screech instead. He never needs to know. I'm glad it happened. Look, our time is up here, so I'm just gonna say I'm glad it happened. Honestly, I'm really glad it happened. Otherwise, I never would have gotten to meet you and all my new friends. I hope you can't tell, but I'm blushing through my blush right now. You're more of a charmer than I realized. I feel better, thanks. That's a lot of weight off my shoulders. You give good advice, you know that? I think that's why I got so upset. I'm gonna miss that level head of yours. Lisa, with tears in her eyes, gives you a long hug. I'm ruining the best makeup job I've ever had in my life for you. You better appreciate it. I do. After a few moments, you break off the hug. I need to make amends with everyone else before I go. Do you know where they went? After we got done screaming at you, a few of us kind of turned on each other. I know Zach and Kelly got into a huge fight. Maybe go check the bleachers? Thanks. You find Zach sitting on the ground in the corner. He looks up at you in sad, preppy dog eyes. Kelly and I broke up. Wait, were you even boyfriend and girlfriend yet? No, but come on, it was gonna happen. But she definitely pre-broke up with me. That's gotta be a record. A relationship that's -3 hours old? I screwed up big time. Who knew that lying to someone all semester was all it took to ruin beautiful, almost relationships? She'll come around. You need to apologize. Maybe it was meant to be. No, you need to apologize. You need to apologize to her. No pranks, no grand gestures, just a simple, honest apology. Not even a tiny joke to break the ice? No. Yeah, you're right. This has got to come from the heart. Maybe I can help you. I'll go talk to Kelly on your behalf. Really? You do that for me? Of course. Thanks. She's right over there, trying not to watch us talk. Zach points to the opposite corner of the gymnasium. I'll be right back. You march over to Kelly. She fumes and turns away from you. If you were really from the future, you know this conversation ends with me telling you to go away. So don't bother. Okay, I totally deserve that. But I'm not here for me. I'm here to defend Zach. This ought to be good. He was protecting me. Zach is Zach. Nobody's perfect. He was protecting me. Zach lied about where I came from to protect me. He wanted to tell you and everybody else the truth. But if he did, I wouldn't be safe. Zach valued my safety so much, he risked alienating the person he cared about the most. You. I never thought about that way. Kelly turns to face you, her eyes full of compassion. That makes sense. I'm still hurt, but it makes sense. I guess that covers why Zach did what he did, but I thought you were different from him. I guess I just don't know why you didn't trust me. Well, I technically did tell her right off the bat, but she didn't believe me. Only told a few people, wasn't sure I could trust you. I was wrong. I should have trusted you more. It was just a bad decision that snowballed into a bunch of other bad decisions. Kelly softens her glare and puts her hand on your shoulder. I get it. It's like when you forget your cheerleading choreography. You're supposed to just smile and keep moving. If you stop and try to correct yourself, that's when people notice. Thank you for your apology. So, can you forgive me? Of course. You're leaving soon, right? I can't imagine holding a grudge for... How far in the future are you? 30 years or so? Oh yeah, that's much too long to stay angry. She smiles and gives you a hug. So, can I get one of those Kelly forgiveness hugs too? Zach appears pathetic hangdog look on the pathetic hangdog? Okay. Look on his face and his arms outstretched. Kelly looks at you and back at Zach with a disapproving look on her face. Well, lucky for you, Zach, your lawyer made a pretty solid case. You're still in the doghouse, Morris, but I don't want to ruin Ryan's last night here. You're going to have to work pretty hard to make up for this to me. Get in here, Zach. Group hug time. Zach steps in and gets in on the group hug. Kelly's giving out hugs? And I wasn't invited? You turn and look up at the bleachers to see Slater. I heard the whole thing. Slater, let's not make a big deal out of it. I forgive you. We're good. I just want to say, zip it. The game clock's winding down and I don't think you can go into overtime. Slater offers his fist and you bump it. Fair enough. I love you guys and all, but I really need to find Jessie. We figured as much. Last I saw her, she was out in the hall. Thanks. Good luck. You find Jessie alone, hanging out by Screech's locker. She notices you and just nods weakly, barely registering your arrival. You know, I remember the last thing I said to Screech. He was doing his weird Screech rant about some new secret invention that was gonna make him a successful babe magnet. And then I said he'd have better luck getting a babe with an actual magnet. I thought it was funny at the time and people laughed. Then he disappeared. Maybe forever. And it seemed a lot less funny. I wonder what the last thing you and I ever say to each other is gonna be. Jessie, I have to know. Whatever has been going on between you and me. That connection we had, or that I thought we had, or I hoped anyway. My feelings are real. I have feelings for you, Jesse, and they're painfully real. I care about you more than anyone. Then why did you lie to me about where you came from? There's a ton of reasons, but I guess the only real one is that I was afraid. But if you knew the truth, you might back off. I guess deep down I knew I'd have to go back eventually, and I don't want that cloud hanging over us. You can't have a relationship built on lies, no matter how well intentioned. The other person deserves to know what's really going on. You have to trust people, or what's the point? How soon do you have to go? Very soon. Too soon. Do you really have to leave? Yeah, I do. Only way to bring Screech home is to swap, just like the first time. It's not really an option. Do you actually want to leave? I don't. Of course not. There is nothing I want more than to stay here with you. But sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do. At least we get to keep our memories, right? Yeah. And I have a lot of good memories of you. You know, I was just talking to Mr. Belding about this. About making the most of your time here. It's true though. And now I finally get it. Time is precious, no matter how much or little. And if you're not careful, the important moments just drift away out of reach. Jessie holds out her hand and you take it. The two of you sit in silence as the seconds tick away. And since I already bought it, it is free. That Kiss Jessie is a premium option that I obviously could have just did for free, but we'll save the gems if we do season 2. So, oh, what the heck. You pull Jessie towards you and kiss her. She doesn't resist and returns the kiss with as much passion as she can muster. If there was a studio audience, they would be wooing. Cue the sound effect now. Harder than they've ever wooed before. You think to yourself that the narrator should just shut up and let you enjoy the moment. Oh. Ah, right. Got it. You finally pull away and wipe a tear from Jessie's eyes. I was so mad at you. And now, you've gone and ruined it. I don't know. You still look a little annoyed. Oh, do I? Well, maybe you can just ruin that too. She leans in to kiss you again. But then, your watch beeps. Is that... I need to get in position. Right. Jessie composes herself and offers her arm. Can I walk you there? Please. You and Jessie walk arm in arm back towards the gymnasium. Before you enter, Jessie stops and pulls something from her purse. This is my lucky bookmark. I want you to have it. To remember me and our time here. Now you won't forget me or where you left off reading. I could never forget you. And now you don't have to. Jessie hands you her lucky bookmark and gives you a big hug. You and your date make it back into the gymnasium where your friends anxiously await your return. You're cutting it a bit close. I had to do something important. So is this it? I think it is. You make your way around your circle of friends to give them all a proper goodbye. Remember the first day you zapped into Bayside? And then you immediately got in trouble in Belding's office? Classic. Hey, I just wanted to say, I haven't forgotten how you beat me in the dance competition. I want a rematch. Right now? No, in 20 whatever. Are you sure your old man hips be up for it? You're the one who's gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna have 30 years of practice on you. And if that zit cream junk you gave out winds up permanently aging my skin, you can expect a call from my lawyers when you get back to your time. Don't ever change, Lisa. Thank you again for making me class president. I'll see if we can get something named after you with a plaque and everything. Would you prefer one of the bathroom stalls or a fryer in the cafeteria? I trust your judgment. DJ Belding breaks into the music. Okay, kids, it's almost 10 p.m., which means this is the last song of the evening. And if you're gonna shake a leg, now is your time to do it. But please, shake your own leg. Excuse me. Excuse. I totally butchered it. Excessive PDA on the dance floor is forbidden. The music starts up again and the students shuffle out onto the floor. I can't believe I haven't danced once yet tonight. Well, lucky for you, there's just enough time. Just make sure you're standing on the taped X by the gym lockers at 10 p.m. X, gym lockers, got it. Anything else? Yeah, we need your phone. Keeping it on you may cause the time field to... Is this something I need to know, or can I just trust you? You can always trust me. Great. You hand Zach your phone. I'm gonna want that back in 30 years. I've got pictures on it, and I want to keep. Got it. So I've got time for one dance. Sure looks that way. You look out at your friends. Who are you saving the last dance for? Barry, Jesse, Lisa, more. Well, obviously we're choosing Jesse. I want to dance with the best dancer at Bayside. Jesse, will you do me the honor? I'd love to. You and Jesse head out onto the dance floor and start dancing. I'm glad we got to do this last dance together. It gives me a chance to thank you. What'd I do? You really helped me come out of my shell this year. I'll never forget that. You pull her close and she rests her head on your shoulder. I could stay like this forever. But I know we only have like 30 more seconds. And I'm going to make the most of it. Jessie grabs you and kisses you with everything she has. And you're still kissing. Okay, whenever you're ready to come up for air, the song ends and the dance floor begins to clear. You head on over to your spot by the lockers and wave goodbye to Jesse. The timer clicks down to 0. Your friends all wave from a safe distance away. A few others get in on it. Why are we waving? I'll explain later. The time beacons begin to crackle with energy. Why are there fireworks in this gym? I'll kinda explain later. The time energy increases in magnitude, completely enveloping you. Why are there lasers firing at Ryan? I'm not going to be able to explain that. Any last words for your 1999 friends? Or 1990 friends? Make the most of your time. I love Bayside. Try not to miss me. Make the most of your time here. I made the most of mine. And it was totally awesome. Thanks to you. Your friends wave goodbye. Wow. It's only took 2 decades, but something I said actually reached one of these kids. Well, this is it. I'm going home. It sure seems like you are. Home, finally, getting back to... Wait, did you say it seems like I am? You ponder the narrator's ominous words as you feel yourself being pulled through the time vortex. The white light completely envelops you, and you feel yourself slipping out of consciousness and into an uncertain fate. Uncertain what now? End of season 1. Season 1! To be continued. And that is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of series Saved by the Bell. It's a fun game. I do think microtransactions are definitely involved in this game. So if you want to play it, I think that it's really fun. There is a lot of other stuff that's in here. There's like other Universal properties that they've done. I think Pretty in Pink is in here. I think Breakfast Club is also in here. It's really just a lot of that stuff. So if you guys want to play it, go ahead and download the game. It's not sponsored. I just did this out of just pure, I enjoyed the story of Saved by the Bell. And over me doing this, I actually watched every single episode of Saved by the Bell. And I actually grew to really like the characters, from Jesse Spano to Zach Morris. Even though sometimes he could be trash, he is still the main character, and he's a pretty good one at doing it. You know, Kelly Kapowski, Lisa Turtle, and AC Slater, like all of them are really good characters. It's just a fun show to watch. And I think it's available on Hulu, not sponsored, but totally willing. But yeah, it's awesome. So I thank you for joining me on this whole magical journey of playing this game, and I hope you really enjoyed it. If you do, hit the like button, and also subscribe so you can watch more stuff. And make sure you tap the bell button so that in the case I do play season 2, you will get notified when that does happen. There's plenty of other videos on this channel. I think we're like over 600 videos on this channel. So if you can't find a game that you like on here, or a podcast that you enjoy, then it should be coming soon, because we do a lot here. Follow me personally at Ryan E. Moore on all social media. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next series. Good night, everybody. And use your time wisely. Yeah, you know, I always wanted to party with like Katy Perry and whatnot, and whatever other celebrities they've thrown into that.
Just have people drowning in a pool at your party. It's fine.
Oh, that took a dark turn. I didn't think that was. Ashton, did you play Sims 4? Did you ever play?
No, I think last Sims I played was Bustin' Out on the GameCube.
Oh,